Hello, good evening, and thank you so much for joining us at this time. I am Zainab Muhammad Dania and I'm Har TV. You can also follow us on our social media platforms. Today is Sunday, 11th August 2024, equivalent to 6 Safar 1446 after the Hijrah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Ameen. First, the highlights. Sokoto State Council of the Nigerian Union of Journalists commends the Sokoto State government and the people of Sokoto State for their peaceful conduct throughout the 10-day nationwide protest. Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project Sharif urges President Bola Tinubu to direct the Attorney General of the Federation and appropriate anti-corruption agencies to investigate the spending of $1.5 billion World Bank loan obtained by the 36 states and FCT. President Volodymyr Zelensky acknowledges Ukrainian forces fighting in Russia's region, saying the ongoing incursion proves that Ukraine can indeed restore justice and ensure the necessary pressure on the aggressor. And now the news in details. Former Commissioner Ministry of Home Affairs Sokoto and Isa local government chairmanship election candidate in APC, Sharif Kamarawa, said he will take all responsibility of Isa local government and there will be no tribalism and creating way of development of his local government. Honorable Sharif Kamarawa said, by the grace of God, he will continue to work for community development of Isa local government, including education, peace, unity, health, social welfare, women and children, youth and elders, among others. Sharif Kamarawa said this at Isa local government during his campaign rally for his chairmanship election 2024. Speaking, Badamasi Abubakar Turakin Kamarawa appreciated Governor Ahmad Aliyu Sokoto for choosing Elder Sharif Kamarawa as candidate of Isa local government chairman in APC. Badamasi Ibrahim Turakin Kamarawa prayed to Allah to help Sharif Abubakar and Governor Ahmad Aliyu as well as Aliyu Magatakar Dawamako and all APC members. The Mass Communication Department Umaru Ali Shinkafi Polytechnic Sokoto organized an orientation for fresh students to welcome them and provide essential information for their academic journey. During the orientation, Head of Department Mr. Qasim Shehu Malami emphasized the importance of adhering to rules and maintaining proper conduct during both studies and examination. This guidance is crucial for helping students navigate their academic responsibilities successfully. Other lecturers who spoke during the orientation included Director Malam Ibrahim Bashir, Malam Nasir Salihu, Malama Jamila, and Malam Shehu Arzaka. All the lecturers emphasized the importance of being law-abiding and maintaining the institution's culture and values during the orientation. This message was conveyed to ensure that students uphold the standards expected within the institution. The Sokoto State Council of the Nigerian Union of Journalists (NUJ) has commended the Sokoto State government and the people of Sokoto State for their peaceful conduct throughout the 10-day nationwide protest. The council praised the effective collaboration among security agencies whose continuous patrols and surveillance helped maintain peace and order in the state during the protest. The union acknowledged that the efforts of the state government were highly commendable, contributing significantly to minimize the impact of attempts to hijack the protest, unlike in other parts of the country. The NUJ also expressed appreciation for the patriotism displayed by community leaders and the people of the state. The council said the protest impact was felt only on the first day in Sokoto metropolis, with no incident reported during the subsequent 9 days across the state. In a related development, the council applauded the Sokoto state government's commitments to infrastructure development, particularly the construction of standard road project throughout Kararami Nkura market, which had suffered decades of neglect. The reconstruction of roads in the Sahara Business Area, Gawanama area, the repair works on roundabouts, the patching of potholes throughout the metropolitan roads, and the installation of street lights and security fencing along the pavements in the metropolis were also commended. However, the council urged the state government to intensify efforts in addressing insecurity, which remains of serious concern across the state, and to create more opportunities to alleviate the current hardships faced by the people. The NUJ also highlighted the plight of pensioners in the state, stating that they are among the worst affected by the rising cost of living. It added that many have retired without receiving their benefits, and several others are not yet enrolled in the monthly pension payment scheme. This was contained in a statement jointly signed by Alhatu Abdullahi Safi Al-Maguri, the union chairman, and Muhammad Nasir Bello, secretary. The governor of Bauchi State, Bala Muhammad, said the hunger protest was a very big wake-up call for him and other northern governors to collectively provide good governance in the region. He spoke in Bauchi on Monday during the flag-off of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) campaign for the local government election in the state. Muhammad, who is the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum, described Sunday's broadcast by Tinubu as empty, alleging that it wasn't the hunger protest. Muhammad said he listened to Mr. President's speech with rapt attention, with all humility and courage, that what he said was empty. You are listening to news on Amhar TV. Do not forget to subscribe and share our videos. You can also follow us on our social media platforms. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has urged President Bola Tinubu to direct the Attorney General of the Federation and appropriate anti-corruption agencies to investigate the spending of $1.5 billion World Bank loan obtained by the 36 states and FCT for poverty reduction and social protection across the states. SERAP also urged President Tinubu to direct anti-corruption agencies to promptly investigate the alleged mismanagement of the Chinese loans of $3.121 billion obtained by the federal government. In an open letter signed by SERAP Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, the organization called on the President to ensure that suspected perpetrators of corruption and mismanagement face prosecution and that proceeds of corruption should be fully recovered. Oluwadare explained that ensuring accountability for the spending of World Bank loans and Chinese loans would build trust in democratic institutions with the ultimate aim of strengthening the rule of law. According to SERAP, there are reports that the $1.5 billion World Bank loan to the 36 states and FCT and the $3 billion Chinese loans obtained by the federal government may have been mismanaged or diverted. The Vice President Kashim Shettima has restated President Bola Tinubu's administration's commitment to support and empower more Nigerian youth to excel in their chosen vocations. According to him, the President holds Nigerian youth in high esteem, and his commitment is evident in his appointments and the administration's policies and initiatives such as the Youth Investment Fund and the National Youth Development Bank, among others. The Vice President spoke on Friday when he received the leadership of the All Progressives Congress APC Youth Wing, led by the party's National Youth Leader Dayo Israel, on a courtesy visit to the presidential villa. In a Saturday statement, Shettima spokesman Stanley Nkwocha quoted his principal as saying that apart from addressing genuine concerns affecting the youth, the administration's focus on young persons is premised on the trust and confidence the president has in them. U.S. Vice President and Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris leads Republican former President Donald Trump in three battleground states, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Michigan, by 4 points, according to polls by the New Youth Times and Senior College. Harris is ahead of Trump by 4 percentage points in those three states, 50% to 46% among likely voters in each state, according to the surveys conducted from August 5th to 9. President Volodymyr Zelensky has acknowledged that Ukrainian forces are fighting in Russia's region, saying the ongoing incursion proves that Ukraine can indeed restore justice and ensure the necessary pressure on the aggressor. Russia has imposed a sweeping security regime in 3 borders regions as battles entered their 6th day, while Belarus, a staunch ally of Moscow, has sent more troops to its border with Ukraine, accusing Kyiv of violating its airspace. And that ends the news at this time. Do follow us next week for another fresh edition of the news. I am Zainab Muhammad Dania.